Daytime baseball here on MLB Network. A good one on tap for you this afternoon between the Kansas City Royals and the Milwaukee Brewers. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Ulysses Chassin will be the man on the mound for the Brewers. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Ulysses Chassin used to be at one time one of the premier power pitchers in the game of baseball. Big arm with good sinking action. 94 to 96 miles an hour. His slider inconsistent at times. If he's throwing it for strikes, it's a swing and miss pitch. The thing with Ulysses Chassin, he needs to throw strikes early to give himself a chance to use that big sweeping breaking ball.
First pitch on its way. And we are underway from Milwaukee as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball one.
First pitch, 1 o'clock.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
A nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A bouncer up the middle. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
With Merrifield next to hit, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Mondesi aboard here at first with nobody out. And there he goes towards second. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. Throw into third. Throw won't get him.
Well, that's an aggressive tactic by the manager right there. You don't see that often. Hit and run this early in the game. That's usually saved for mid to later when you're trying to score some runs. But obviously, they have major respect for this guy on the mound today.
Here's the left fielder, Alex Gordon. Fouled away. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. And a good looking swing there from Gordon, but he can't come up with it, and it's 0-2 now.
With two strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or you're still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone. But if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
A ball and 2 strikes to Alex Gordon.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Popped him up. Braun coming on. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And certainly no chance of scoring him there. It's a missed opportunity, and there's one gone in the inning now. A chance now for a look at the Royals starting lineup. Danny, who stands out to you?
Well, Matt, Adalberto Mondesi, what an exciting young player. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Digging in now for Kansas City, Ryan O'Hearn, and their runners at the corners now. He's set and the pitch. A ball and no strikes. And set up behind the plate is Joe McDonald as you see the rest of our umpiring crew in this one.
You know, you got to take your time and feel Joe McDonald out behind the dish a little bit. He has a tendency to move his zone around, usually settling in those middle innings.
You know, all you ask for an umpire is to be consistent. At times, Joe Mack is a little bit too inconsistent, particularly from a pitcher standpoint.
Runners are at first and third, one away. Swung on and hit in the air to left. Braun has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly as he's in with our first tally of the ball game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. 2-out base runner aboard in the top of the first. Runners going. Pitch is high. The throw is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. And it's 1-2.
Wow, not sure what you're looking for right there, but that one was pretty much middle center cut. Tough pitch to take.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Line drive, base hit down the line. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And the run is in to score from second. It's a 2-0 ball game.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
Good win.
Next batter to the plate, Brian Goodwin, as he'll take a look at ball one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And that one misses upstairs, 2-0.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. With the first baseman holding the runner on, it's always smart to pitch into the defense you have behind you.
Down low, and the plot thickens here, 3-0. Martin Maldonado would be next. He's set, and the 3-0 offering. 3-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And Kane will make the catch, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Royals 2 and the Brewers nothing. Brad Keller gets the ball for the Royals in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, we're getting a look at a real competitive pitcher here. Career ERA in the low 3s, and that's not an easy thing to do in the day and age of small ballparks and guys swinging for the fences. Rock solid pitcher, does a lot of things well, and it'll be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
Here now's the center fielder Lorenzo Cain to get us started in the bottom half of the first.
Lorenzo Cain.
Here's the first pitch to him. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. as he smokes this one to deep left field. That one will not be coming back. A home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first, as the Brewers have cut the lead to 2-1 now.
Were these little speedy guys who would try to leg out little nubbers or draw walks. Well, that time has passed, and guys like this, with top of the plate, can sometimes go deep as well as anybody in the lineup.
In is Christian Yelich. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Base is empty here with nobody out. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. This is in the air to left. Gordon on the move. Around first, he's digging for second. And that one skips up over the wall for a ground rule double.
Hey, this is what every hitting coach teaches when you start playing baseball. Don't try to do more than you can. Hit the ball where it's pitched, and he does a great job right there as he pushes it down the line nicely, and it bounces over for a ground rule double.
Stepping in now, Jesus Aguilar, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Set to deliver the 0-1. A line shot to third base, but the runner is back to avoid the double play. And with that, time to take a glance at the starting 9 for these Brewers. Mark DeRosa, tell us about this lineup in a daytime home contest.
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control. And that's the wind. It's blowing in. It's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach, not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
From the stretch. And that misses ball 1. And this one's over for a high strike. 1-1. Yelich, the runner at second with 1 away. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Into the corner and slicing foul. And that misses 2-2. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 3-2 pitch. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Ryan Braun. And Milwaukee with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he reaches out for one and may have chased it as this is skied into the air to straightaway center. Hamilton is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. And no tag at second. He'll head back there with 2 away now.
The second baseman,
So stepping in, Mike Moustakas, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
The 1-0. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The set and the 2-0. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. 2 down, runners at first and second. Took a good cut that time. It comes up empty. 2-2. Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut.
Yeah, when you're almost hitting guys, that's a sign that you're a little bit too jumpy out there to start the game. So that's a good move by the guy behind the plate to just come out and talk to him and encourage him and settle him down a little bit.
He set the payoff pitch. And that pitch misses for ball 4. So some intrigue now as the bases are loaded here with 2 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Here's the catcher, Yasmani Grandal, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball well outside. Grandal is a big threat in a matchup like this. He's got a ton of pop against right-handed pitching.
Yeah, I think because of his approach. He's not a dead pull guy. You want to try and sneak a piece of cheese in or hang something over the heart of the plate, he's going to absolutely crush it. But anything going away.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. 1 run is scored. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 3-2 ball game.
Hey, Dan, batter drives in 2 right there to give his team the lead. This looks like it's going to be a little bit back and forth. As a pitcher, how do you stop the bleeding?
The one thing you have to do is just concentrate all you can to try to get that first hitter out of each inning. This has the makings like this is going to be one of those seesaw affairs.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. He's got a chance to add on to what's already been a big inning for them.
Yeah, 2 on here and 3 on the board already. They've absolutely come out and forced the issue of this inning. Matt, a hit here could really fire up that dugout.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The set and the 1-0. 2-0.
2-0.
3 runs already home here. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
He's gotten a favorable call or 2 at the plate in this at-bat, so that take on 2-0 is probably a result of feeling like the umpires got a pretty tight zone. Didn't go his way that time, though.
All even now, 2-2. Here's the 2-2. And the slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. Ready with the payoff pitch. Hit sharply on the ground. Mondesi picks it up. Throw to first in time, and the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 left. Second inning straight ahead here at Miller Park. Brewers are out in front, 3-2. So next to the plate for the Royals, Martin Maldonado. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. First offering on its way. Lower part of the zone, but it's taken for a strike. Lofted in the air out toward right center. There is Moustakas to look it in for the first out.
All right, guys, here's a defensive alignment for the Milwaukee Brewers. And let's take a look at one of the most dynamic infielders in our sport, and that's Orlando Arcia. Playing up the middle, shortstop, premium position, cannon arm, highlight reel plays, the ability to make the routine one as well. The bat will continue to get better.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. His lifetime numbers against Chacin. He's gone 2 for 5. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope.
Low for ball 1. And he looks at a slider in there. 1-1. Hamilton, originally from Mississippi. He was taken in the 2nd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Ball 2. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in on it is Kane. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Batting 9, the pitcher, number 56, Brad Keller.
So here now's the pitcher, Brad Keller. Chacin looks in. Here's the pitch. Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
Hey, I don't know what happened in between innings, but he went down that tunnel with a few of his teammates and some coaches and found a way to regroup because he's been really good this 2nd inning. After going out in the 1st, I thought it was going to be a super short outing.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to 2nd. Moustakas is there. Throw over to Aguilar at first. Will take care of him to end the inning. Royals go down 1-2-3. They're down 3-2. So now the Brewers pitcher, Ulysses Chacin. He's set to lead off the home half of the 2nd. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Merrifield picks it up. Throw to first is in time for the first down.
Hey, guys, take a look at how Kansas City sets up on D. And we're fortunate enough to watch one of the best outfielders in the game. The Gold Glover resides in left field. Can go back on balls as easily as go in on balls. Strong, accurate throwing arm. Look for him to make a play today.
Next for Milwaukee, Lorenzo Cain. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
That last at-bat, he didn't crush that changeup for a home run. But listen, a home run is a home run. This guy's awfully strong, and he can hit it out to any part of the ballpark.
Ball one as he lays off below the zone. That one's going to find the seats. Strike one. One out, nobody on. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Cain on his way to second. And he's in there easily at second with a one-out double. Off the bat, it was pretty clear right away that that hit was going to get him at least 2 bases.
Yeah, Matt, some people like to crow about homers and powering drives, but you have to like hits like this. A no-doubt double the second it left his bat. Like you said, the only question was whether the outfielders were going to be able to keep him at second, which they did.
In now, Christian Yelich. 0-1 the count. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate. The 0-1 pitch. This is popped up. Dozier in foul ground. 2 down.
Next to Milwaukee, the first baseman,
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone. And up next will be the power-hitting first baseman, Big Jesus Aguilar. First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses for ball 1. Cain at second with 2 down. Up top, it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strike. Let's go. Wait for the pitch.
Here's the 2-0. 2-1 the count. The set and the 2-1. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
Full count now. He set the payoff pitch. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with 2 out.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. A ball and a strike.
Hey, this is the game within the game right here. The hitter has to decide if he's going to change his game plan. Is he going to stay staunch and wait for him to miss over the heart of the plate or inside, or is he going to adjust his sights and try and drive the ball the other way?
1-1. Here it is. In there, 1-2 now. Pitch is piling up, 44, and he's not clear of the second yet. Line towards center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. They're up 3-2. Back to the top of the order now. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi.
Adalberto Mondesi.
Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike two.
He had some really good late action on that slider right there. It's hard to do anything with that pitch unless you're sitting on it and catch it out front before it breaks all the way in.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Standing in now, Whit Merrifield. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball one. Third inning, already a 3-2 ball game. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
Now ball two. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
2-1 after the foul ball there. Now the 2-1. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield, and they'll put it away now without much of a problem. Two gone now here in the third.
Now batting, left fielder Alex Gordon.
Into the box now, Alex Gordon. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. And he'll start the at-bat with a slider that didn't miss by a whole lot. It's ball one. The 1-1 home. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Kane is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. KC down in order. They trail 3-2. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and he was very pleased with how little they're swinging and missing right now. We looked into the numbers, and as a team, they've had a contact rate of over 85% in this game, meaning that when they swing the bat, they're missing the ball less than 15% of the time. To put that into context, the very best teams in baseball usually are right around 80% for an entire season. So at least for today, they're displaying an amazing ability to put wood to ball.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball. Shot to third and handled for the first out.
Now batting second baseman
into the box now, Mike Moustakas. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Bases are empty, one man out. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And there are 2 away now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in the switch hitter, Yasmani Grandal. He was able to plate 2 with a base hit in his first appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Goodwin is in his tracks now, and he will put it away to retire the side. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they still lead it 3-2. Into the box now, Ryan O'Hearn. He had a sac fly earlier.
Number 66.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. On the outside black. Good pitch called for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Now a splitter's in there and he's quickly behind 0-2.
These are the at-bats that can just flat out frustrate you. You go up there with a plan to work the count, and now you find yourself down 0-2, scratching your head because every quadrant's open for the pitcher now.
1-2 strikes the count. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. So a full count now.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off. Hey, this could be a productive inning.
And he fouls this one off. And the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Kane. He's there and records the first out. So with the fly out there coming on the fastball, seems like an appropriate time to check out our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And you can see a 5-mile-an-hour difference on their best fastball there. 97 on one hand to 92 on the other. One away for the Royals here in the fourth. And that'll bring up Hunter Dozier. First delivery to him on the way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
We're in the fourth. 3-2 is our score. The next 0-2 is looked at for ball 1. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Stepping in now, Brian Goodwin. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. The windup and the 0-1. Slider laid off for a ball. And a fastball not close. It's 2-1 now. Two balls and a strike. Here it is. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
A good pass at that ball, just a little late, and now the count's full. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. Royals go down 1-2-3. Still a 3-2 ball game. Settling in now, Orlando Arcia comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
The shortstop, Orlando.
First pitch coming. Here it is. No balls and 1 strike. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Back up the middle. And this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
Hey, right here, anytime the leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the third baseman creeping in. You're going to see the first baseman crashing, trying to get that out at second base. But if not, make sure of one.
Into the box, Ulysses Chacin. As he'll square around to bunt, then pull back for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 1-0 home is going to be a sacrifice attempt as he gets it down. The second for 1 on to first, and it's a well-turned 3-6-1 double play, and quickly there are 2 gone.
Oh, that's the last thing you want to happen when you're trying to bunt a guy into scoring position. He got it down, but you have to deaden the ball too. Otherwise, these infielders just eat it up and turn it into a double play.
In now is Lorenzo Cain. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up, you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
Line drive to center field. That gets down, and the inning continues. So the two-out hit will bring Christian Yelich in this inning.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, you said it, D-Row. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
In now, Christian Yelich, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Kane, the runner at first with 2 gone. Kane runs. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throw down that results in a third out on the bases. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Ned Yost talked with me between innings about his lineup's offensive production. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off for the Royals.
Thank you, Heidi. Digging in for his second at-bat, Martin Maldonado. He'll look to light a spark under this lineup that hasn't found the scoreboard since back in the first inning.
Yeah, and for me, the story has been the starting pitching they faced. It's been very difficult to rebound and, quite frankly, dominate after getting roughed up a bit in the first inning of a start. So I'll give him a lot of credit for what he's been able to do.
That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
That's back-to-back breaking balls away, but now he's got himself into a little bit of a tough spot. You probably can't throw that again, so your opponent is probably up there just looking for a fastball that he can drill.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Good eye to lay off the slider there, and he works it to full 3-2 here. And a good eye here as he takes ball 4, and it's a base on balls to lead off the 5th inning.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Show some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Into the box now, Billy Hamilton, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. One strike offering now to Hamilton. Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
The 1-1 home. Lifted in the air out to left. Braun has a read on it, makes the play, 1 away.
The pitcher, number 56, Brad Keller.
The pitcher, Brad Keller, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Comes set with the 0-1. Showing bunt, but he winds up taking ball 1. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. And they'll try and play for 1 here as he gets this one down. There's 1. But wisely, no thought of a return throw, and the inning will continue.
Now batting, the shortstop, Adalberto Mondesi.
So 2 are gone now in the Royal 5th. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. Chacin comes set. First pitch on the way. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Strike 2 swinging just out in front of the slider. Swing and a liner, but foul. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. Royals leave 1. They're down 3-2. Digging in, Christian Yelich. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point.
Christian Yelich.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit hard to short. Mondesi scoops it up. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jesus Aguilar.
Now at the plate, Jesus Aguilar. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball taken a little under the letters, called a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hamilton is under it. And that's the second out of the inning.
For Milwaukee, the third baseman,
Striding forward now, the Brewers cleanup hitter, Travis Shaw. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fouled off. The next 0-2 pitch to him misses outside. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
2 out, nobody on. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2.
From 0-2 to 3-2, this is a pretty good at bat. Making this pitcher come back and really have to battle. This is a pretty good at bat right here.
Here's the 3-2. And this is taken low for ball 4, and they'll have themselves a 2-out base runner here after all. So that's the second walk he's worked in this one.
Yeah, that seems to be a popular approach when this guy steps in. He can really hurt you with one swing, so I think the idea is mostly not to let this one guy beat you, Matt.
Here's Ryan Braun now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Braun awaiting the 1-0. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. Here it comes, 2-0. Grounded back up the middle. Mondesi brings it in, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. Milwaukee leaves 1, and it remains a 3-2 ball game. Ready now, Whit Merrifield. He'll get it started in the Kansas City 6th.
With Merrifield.
First pitch on its way. Pitch is popped up. Aguilar shading to his right. And that's the first out of the inning.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, 1 out, a pop-up to start the inning.
So 1 away now for Alex Gordon. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, and that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
Stepping in now, Ryan O'Hearn.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play.
It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Chacin looks in, coming at him with the 0-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. 2 runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. 1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case. He's carving right through them here.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Waved out and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. KC down in order. They trail 3-2. Tim Hill enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th.
Now pitching for the Royals, number 54, Tim Hill.
Digging in once again, Mike Moustakas. He'll do battle with a new arm out there in their half of the 6th. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Line drive to left, and Moustakas is aboard. It's a base hit. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Into the box, Yasmani Grandal. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2. Two-0 count. The pitch takes this the other way to right, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, D-Roll, when you're starting to swing it like this team, this doesn't matter. They bring in a new relief pitcher, right? And he gets greeted with back-to-back base hits.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you want to do. In today's day and age of bullpen down your throat, you very rarely see back-to-back knocks when these guys are throwing smoke.
That's one of the keys, too. When you come in facing guys out of the bullpen, they're being taught to throw strikes early, and they're taking advantage of it. He's throwing strikes, and they're jumping all over him.
A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
You chase a pitch that bad outside the zone, you got to find a way to regroup, adjust the batting gloves. Only look over the heart of those 17 inches.
Hit back toward the mound, but robbed of a hit by the pitcher.
Now batting, the pitcher, Julie.
At the plate, Ulysses Chassin. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. Here's the first pitch to him. Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1. Moustakas at second. Grandal at first. 1 gone. And they do have him bunting with 1 away as he puts this one down. To second for 1, but they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, Lorenzo Cain. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch.
1-0.
Ball 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. That evens it up 1-1. The set and the 1-1. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Hit toward the right side. On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is over. Brewers strand a couple. They're up 3-2. Back here at Miller Park in Milwaukee. We're on to the 7th now with the Brewers out on top. If you're joining us late, good time to get caught up as there's our game summary to this point. Matt Albert is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 43, Matt
Stepping up to the plate, Hunter Dozier. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Albers offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Ready with the 0-1. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out.
The 1-1. Misses, ball 2.
Well, that's a good pitch, but you have to get a little bit closer to the plate than that. That's that big sweeping slider. If it was a little closer, you might get a swing.
The 2-1 on its way. Bit of an ill-advised swing that time as that ball got in on him. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning, it's so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
Stepping into the box, Brian Goodwin. He went down on strikes last time up. First pitch on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
The batter, the catcher, Martin Maldonado.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and up next the former Angel Martin Maldonado. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1. Runners on first with 1 down. One and 1 the count now. Quick check on that time run at first, and he'll dive back in safely. And again a throw and a dive, but he's back in there. The 1-1. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? The second for 1. Relayed to Aguilar. The double play, and that retires the side. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 7th inning stretch time upcoming here in Wisconsin. It's the Brewers 3 and the Royals 2. Now at the plate, Christian Yelich. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Right fielder, Christian Yelich.
Here's the first pitch to him. Breaking ball called just a bit low. The Royals get some action in the bullpen going now as a left-hander starts to throw. 1-0. It is a slider that backs up for a ball. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Oh, not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. So that's how they'll start out their half of the 7th inning.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
In now, Jesus Aguilar. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Oh, and they've got him picked off. Merrifield tags the runner. He's out at second base. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Rolled slowly down the third baseline. Down the third baseline, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
That's great recognition right there on the part of the hitter. Not many guys lay off that one. That was a classic strikeout pitch. The 0-2, good changeup with some depth.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. In tight with the slider, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch locks him up for strike 3.
Flat out locked him up with the changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Travis Shaw. It was a walk in his last trip. Now here's the pitch. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
Fouled away. The 1-1 home is taken for strike 2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 1-2 pitch. Had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Now another 1-2. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
These are the great matchups that happen throughout the course of a game. I don't think as a pitcher you can give in right here. He's a great hitter at the plate. He knows it. You know it. Keep executing. Maybe get him to roll something over.
Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
I got to commend him for being a really tough out right now. Not everyone will battle like this with 2 outs and nobody on.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down, and the inning is over. Brewers go down quietly, but they still lead it 3-2. Josh Hader has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 71, Josh Hader.
Now in the box, Billy Hamilton. No hits to this point.
The center fielder, number 6, Billy Hamilton.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Count 1-0.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Don't expect this pitcher to throw something over the heart of the plate. He's going to have to stay on the corners right here. Huge spot in this game. Do not miss over the heart and get beat.
Too high, and it's 3-0. Hader, a 6'3" left-hander. He was selected in the 19th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle. Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you, so we'll see if that's the case here.
Chris Owings will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 2, Chris Owings.
Lays off 1-0. Now the 1-0 pitch is mishandled behind the plate, and it bounces away, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there. The 2-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 2-1 home takes a pitch for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Adalberto Mondesi is on deck. And the payoff pitch, and he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Now batting, shortstop, Adalberto
Terrence Gore will be summoned now to be the pinch runner.
Attention, please. Pinch running at first for the Royals. Number 0, Terrence Gore.
So the Royals batting order turns over and set to go. Adalberto Mondesi, he was sent packing on strikes in his last trip.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. And the throw goes to first, so the sacrifice works that time.
You can't ask for anything more than that. The tying run moves over to third now with only 1 out, so we'll see how the infield decides to play it here.
Standing in, Whit Merrifield. He got under one and popped out his last time up. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Now to the plate, Alex Gordon. Been a rough go of things at the plate for him so far, but his guys are looking for him to change that right here.
Yeah, nothing better than coming through for the boys in a tight game, Matt, especially when you're kind of due to do something productive.
First pitch on its way. Had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike one.
Well, the Royals have been searching for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone.
Wow, kind of an interesting pitch call there. The batter flailed at the pitch away on the previous one, so you'd think you'd go right back there, but instead they decided to come in, make him prove he can adjust before you do.
Outside, 2-1.
Well, when the pressure starts to intensify, it often feels like the strike zone gets harder and harder to hit. This is a big spot here.
Now Gordon awaits the 2-1. Got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2.
As a hitter, you know the pitcher's trying to work you down around the knees in a double play situation, so making him get a pitch up and actually in the zone is a must.
And he fouls this one off. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And it's fouled away. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away. Ryan O'Hearn waits on deck. Well hit on the line, and that'll get down into left center field. 1 run scores. The run scores from second. It's a 4-3 game, and he is in there.
You know, it's awfully difficult to score runs late in the game after being down by 1, D-Row. That base hit drives in 2. That's a huge base hit.
What a momentum swing. What an AB right there. Now you got to grab your leather and go out and flash some D for the boys.
Your attention, please.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Alex Gordon.
Into the box now, Ryan O'Hearn. And he puts it on the ground to second. There's one on the first, and how about that for an entrance? 1 pitch, 2 outs, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Royals out in front, 4-3. Jake Diekman is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Stepping up now, Ryan Braun. His past history with Jake Diekman. He's hitless in 3 at-bats.
Ryan
He's set. Here it comes. Strike taken up in the zone. Diekman, the former Ranger, he signed as a free agent with this organization earlier in the season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Now the 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. And he looks at one in there, 1-2.
He might want that pitch back. Up and away, that's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. The throw down to first, one away. Tight game here. 4-3 our score as we take the opportunity to compare the performances turned in by the two starters. At the plate, Mike Moustakas. He singled his last time up. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Starts things with a splitter outside for ball one. The 1-1. Count is 1-2 now. 4-3 our score here as we play the 8th. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. The next 1-2 pitch. Now a flare out to left center. Dozier ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting, catcher, Yasmani Grandal.
Digging in and looking for more, Yasmani Grandal is looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First pitch coming, here it is. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
Oh, and 2, here it comes. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, this team, they're swinging at everything, but that pitch was just a little too far out of the strike zone.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. Still down a run. It's 4-3. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Junior Guerra enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
In the 7th spot, number 41, Junior Guerra. Now catching and
so digging in now, Hunter Dozier. He'll be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th. First pitch on its way. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up.
Nope.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball one. Guerra, a right-hander who stands an even 6 feet. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit hard but fouled as this ends up over by the first base dugout. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2.
I got to count 2-2.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Now at the plate, Brian Goodwin. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's set, and the pitch. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
That pitch was right down the heart of the plate, but obviously this guy had made up his mind on the on-deck circle. He was taken all the way, and he was going to zone him up.
And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control, 0-2. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
Good take there to lay off the high fastball.
That was another good pitch and a tough call that could have gone either way. He couldn't get him to bite on it again, so the count's gone from 0-2 to 3-2.
Dozier gets his lead at first, nobody out. Throw over to first, and he's back standing. Now the 3-2 pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Two ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Digging in now, Martin Maldonado. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, and the defense is thinking, give it to us again and we'll roll it over all day long. Don't think that's not in his head right now as he steps to the plate.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. To 1-2 now. The 1-2. Just hung in there on that one. 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Braun has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, the center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
Digging in, Billy Hamilton. Previously against Junior Guerra, he's hitting .437. He also has 1 home run. Here's the first pitch to him. Swinging a grounder fouled off to the left.
This is a tough guy right here to hit into a double play. He's fast and he swings from the left side, so out of the box he's going to get a good break. You might have to try to get the strikeout right here because very rarely are you going to get this guy to ground into a double play.
First and second now, 1 man out. Pops this one up, but this will land untouched. The 1-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. And that's going to fall. A base hit. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third. So they're loaded now with only 1 away. If you're wondering what the Royals have remaining on their bench, there you go. We'll see if they want to do something here. Jorge Bonifacio will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 38, Jorge Bonifacio.
Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. And he's got an opportunity to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can cash in here. Here it comes, 1-0. And this is a fastball that's right on the black but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Putting himself in a pretty bad situation now on 2-0 and the base is loaded. He basically doesn't have much of an option but to challenge him right here.
The 2-0 fouled off. Now the 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Here now the 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Now batting, shortstop.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And striding toward the plate next will be Adalberto Mondesi. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he lays off there, 1-0. Ready with the 1-0. And he misses again, 2-0.
It's moments like this as a pitcher when you feel the whole world is against you. You're already in hot water with the bases loaded, so it doesn't make life any easier when you're not getting calls that you think you should.
A 2-1 count to the leadoff hitter for Kansas City. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Here's the 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Payoff pitch on its way. Grounded to first. And this goes right past him. Oh, my. That might play two. And he will get him at first on a fine spin and throw from short right, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. Brad Boxberger takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
26, Brad Boxberger.
Leading off the inning, Orlando Arcia, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The shortstop, Orlando Arcia.
Here's the first pitch to him. In on the hands a bit with the fastball. It's 1-0. Is in there for strike one. Boxberger, a former Tampa Bay Ray, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a one-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off season.
2 balls and a strike now. Now the 2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. You see a right-handed batter waiting next, but he could very well be pulled back as the situation dictates. Now the 3-2 pitch is a called third strike right on the inside corner.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Stepping in now, Manny Pena. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And a big sigh of relief on the mound as that nearly tied it, but this ball is foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. The 1-1. 1-2 now. The 1-2 is a slider taken for a ball.
Wow, that was a close pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now on 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Here now the 2-2. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Waiting on it is Goodwin, and he makes the catch for the second out.
The center fielder, number 6, Lorenzo.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game. First pitch of the at-bat, and this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. Now the 1-0. This is line to left. But this is taken in as a perfect metaphor to end this one, as that ball was hit hard, but the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Royals came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Tim Hill is credited with the win. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Kansas City Royals. 4 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 1 minute. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. Please drive home safely.